I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing lovely. And I definitely hope that today is bringing you to some form of happiness. Hey, Bonita, how are you? As you guys come in, please, 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 please consider um, thumbs upping and also double tapping the screen. All of those things help with the algorithm, so you don't necessarily have to do anything to gift. If you want to, if your soul desires, then do so. I'm not gonna hold you back, but I just ask that you just double tap just so that more people can come in and hear what I have to say. So definitely welcome on in. Welcome in. I hope, well, not hope. I have to remember every time I speak, I'm trying my best to use the vernacular in proper context. So my desire is that everybody is having a great day, evening, morning, or night, or wherever you're tuning in from, or what time zone you're in. Hey, Angela, how are you? hmm Let me introduce myself. My name is Joy. Be the Difference is the company that I work for. If you have any questions about printing, or if you have questions about um, custom printing or just business things, then feel free to ask. Be more than happy to answer those questions for you. Also, we do print on demand. And right now, today's topic is how did I? So it's interesting because just released my sixth book Friday. So I'm not sure if you guys know. Maybe some of you do know, some of you don't. It's okay because I'm going to introduce you to it and then explain how I ended up coming up with the words and all of that good things. And then what we'll do is go through a few of the quotes, and hopefully that'll be something that you might pique your interest and give it as a gift or as a daily affirmation for yourself, and a reminder that your life is important and is valuable no matter what stage or phase of your mindset you have right now. So anyway, outside of printing, we do public speaking as well. So if you are in need of someone who does public speaking, I cater to the youth, also to like workplace environment type of situations. So, a little bit of everybody. I love doing vision boards, so I do vision boards with people as well. So feel free to reach out. You can go to the DMs or you can go to the website btdllc.com so that I can go ahead and inspire you and whomever you would like me to inspire. Anyway, hey Bree, how are you? Hey Amanda. Hey Sharon. Hey Curtis. So anyway, guys, let me just get right on into it because I don't want to drop the live. But if you do happen to come in, please thumbs it all up. I would greatly appreciate that. It's very important. Like I said, I'm not gonna ask anymore because I know you probably just want to watch me and hear what I have to say and just be in the bushes and be like, no, I don't want anyone to identify that I actually am watching. That's okay. I get that a lot. Anyway, this design that I'm wearing, High Vibrations Only, actually comes from one of my books, and it is also available in a shirt, t-shirt, hoodie, whatever you need it, whatever you want it in, you can have it. BeTheDifferenceLLC.com. This is my sixth book, y'all. It's called The End, Quotes by Joy. Now, the reason why I called it The End um, is because I feel like all of the quotes in here have something to do with like, like this is the end of this type of mindset. This is the end of, thinking this way. This is the end of just like life as letting it be the way it is. So that's why I entitled it The End. And plus, I like to be a little dramatic, a little bit, sometimes. And so I thought that was really right in your face, The End. And then quotes by Joy, because every single quotes book that has been written by myself has all been original. I did all of the copyright and the self-publishing, so I do have all of my certificates with that stating that no one else in the world has these particular quotes or has registered them. But either way, I like to say things and do things in a way that It's like, even if somebody tried to duplicate it, you would know that that didn't come from you originally. It came from someone else. So that's what I love to do. Hey, Juicy. Hey, Classy. Amanda, what's up? So, the reason why I started this book, let me tell you, back in, I want to say 2022 was the last year that I had actually published a book. And I had vowed at that time that I was sick and tired of writing. Truthfully, my writer's block came in. The quotes weren't coming as vivid and frequent as they were previously. And I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. So literally, I stopped at book 5. And I was like, I don't want to do it. I'm done. It's boring. I don't want to do this. And it was April of 2025 this year. Something very devastating happened. And of course, the devastation always has to do with relational issues, like with human beings and stuff like that, right? So I was like, all right, I need to like fast and pray. So I literally ended up fasting for about 3 days or so. I did not eat anything. I did not need to really drink anything. And hey, Destiny Forever, how you doing? Hey, world, how are you? Thank you, I appreciate it. Hey, Rosie. So, relational things happen with other human beings, and I'm just like devastated. So, when you're devastated, you tend to like not do certain things like eat, drink, whatever. But I turned that devastation into, no, I need to meditate, fast, and pray. So once I was doing that, lo and behold, all of these quotes started coming up. And I was like, dang, I guess I'll write another book. So between April and June of this year, this book came about. And I didn't want to make it too thick because I already know how our attention spans are just 0. So there are literally about 70 quotes, 70 original quotes in this book. And I will read to you what this part means so that maybe you can get a deeper context of why I wrote this and why I actually picked up the pen again and decided to do that. I'm doing awesome. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I can't complain. I'm so thankful that you're here. Hey, Steve. So here it is. This book is dedicated to those who struggle finding peace. Most important, this is dedicated to my heartbeat. My name is Joy, and I would like to introduce you to my 6th book, my 6th quotes book. I never intended to write again. See what I said? I just said it again. After doing a fast in early April, all of these quotes started coming to mind. You see? As always, they were too good not to be recorded. I had to read past this thing because these are author copies. Keep on my heart, me. Please note, the quotes in this book are meant to shock and cause major mind shifts and a fresh perspective about love. Thank you for all of your support. Be sure to follow on all social platforms at btdllc. Okay. Jamie is here. I don't see her here, but I see her over here. Jamie, yeah. Oh, I'm so rude, y'all. Before I go in any further, there are a couple of content creators that are on multiple platforms, but specifically on TT, that you guys should check out. Jamie is one of them, and DJ Bayou Sugar. They're both in the garden community, and they can teach you the importance of how you can find peace in the garden and be in the nature, and also you can eat what you grow and how beautiful that makes you feel on the inside, that you can actually be a part of God's creation and helping something grow and being nurtured outside of just having children. If you like music and you need a DJ that you want to hire for your event, or just like music in general and you want to see a live DJ, go to DJ Red Baby 5, the number 5. She is on all platforms. I would recommend you go to her page so that you can see her scheduled times of when she's live. And you can go in and check out the live, and you can see if that's something you want to hire, if she's somebody you want to hire for your event, or if you just want to hang out in the chat and just enjoy yourself. If you are into fitness like I am, you can go to the J_Jordan. He has a lot of different exercises that you can do throughout the course of the month. Some of them are easy, some of them are hard, some of them are expert level, but they're all meant for us to do something to push our limits health-wise, to keep our bodies maintained. And those are the people that I regularly shout out. Oh, and last but not least, well, 2 others. So I was just going all over the platforms, and I ran into an artist who was making music live, and she happened to allow us to be a part of the writing process, and I got some writing credits on some of the songs that she's written. They haven't been published yet, but she did release an EP. It's called Le Cleo, so please go check her out. Check out her EP on all social platforms, on all streaming platforms. It's Le Cleo by Cleo Cash Baby. All right, that's her name on the social, on the TT streets. It's Cleo Cash Baby. Go check her out, 3.0, and support her. She does still go live and records music, so please check her out. Last but not least, I don't know if y'all see my lips and how juicy they probably look right now. You see how they... So I went and purchased from another growing business. It's called Shop It's All Love. And this is where I got my lip gloss from. But the cool thing about it, there's something for everyone in the family. If you like nails, she has nails. If you like lashes, she has lashes. If you like lip gloss, she has lip gloss. If you like to have little trinkets and gifts for the kids, she has little lip glosses in like things that are shaped like pencils. So if you want to see the full review, go on over to my page on the YT Streets and watch the full video so you can get an idea of some of the line that she carries. And she makes everything herself. Hey, Trooper, how you doing? So back to story time. So, juicy lips. Yes. Hey, swoop dee dee doo. How you doing? Thank you for the shares, guys. So that's basically how this book came about. And before I go into it, isn't it amazing how a lot of the times some of our most successful pieces of living come out of the ashes of being broken down to whatever degree. So and there's 2 parts to it, because one is the part where it was hurt, but then there was another part where there's triumph. And so that's why this book is very important to me, and why I called it the end. So it's like the end of, one thing and the beginning of something else. Hey, Angel, how are you? Thank you for my heart, me. Welcome back. Hit the like button. It's free, people. Let's go. Yeah, Trooper, tell them. So this is basically that. And I don't know, the reason why I have the backdrop, I like the skylines. I like city life. So, that's why that's there. And then if you can see, y'all can see that right there. That is my actual favorite flower, the calla lily. So I definitely have to put a calla lily in there. And in all of my artwork, you guys always know I put a heart in my artwork and I sign it. So that's in there too. Now, this cover was I created this cover, I want to say early June. I created this cover in early June because at some point in time, I was like, all right, it's time to put it out. I just had the urge to put it out, right? So after I got that urge, I went ahead and, collected all of the paperwork. I collected all of the quotes. Then I uploaded it to the copyright office. And once I did that, then I uploaded it to self-publishing. And lo and behold, we ordered some proof copies. made sure that there were no errors in there. I sent out a few of these. I only ordered 5, but there's only 5 people in the world that actually have the proof. So if there happened to have been any errors in this book, they would only be 5 people in the world that actually have that. So that's what makes this even more special for those that I did send them out to. So with that all being said, thanks for sharing your story time. You will be amazing, phenomenal. Thank you. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. The support, I appreciate it. So this is why these particular copies are really like important. I've never ordered proof copies before, but I said, oh, let me go see what that is. So I had no idea I was gonna have this across there. I had no idea this was gonna have not for resale across there. So I was like, all right, whatever. But now let's get into the meat of everything. Just in case you guys need to be understanding where you can actually get this book from, you can go to the website btdllc.com. It is only $10. We spend like $100 a day on things that are superficial, but these things, these words, are very potent and can actually do something in all of our lives, and including my own when I reread them. Thanks for this share, Angel. So I forget what I was gonna say. So anyway, I'll just flip through and see what we have, and then I'll explain it to you, what it means. Oh, let me do it again. I didn't want to stop there. I'm sorry. All right. Okay. Here it is. I don't know what play games looks like. I know what it feels like. I don't know what play games looks like. I know what it feels like. Now, isn't that something that we all can relate to? When we feel like people are playing with our emotions, and we feel like people are playing, and when I say emotions, it doesn't necessarily have to be on like a romantic level. It's just playing with our emotions, thinking that some people think that we're dumb. Some people think that, you know, we're so naive to, thank you for my heart meat. Hey, loving me, Tracy. So some people think we're so naive to not think that they're trying to get over on us. So I just really put it out there like, look, I don't know what playing games means because I don't do that to people. But I know what it feels like because I'm always on the receiving end of it. So that's what that quote means and why it means so much to me. Because at that point in time when I was writing that particular quote, I guess I was getting sick and tired of people thinking that I don't comprehend that they're playing games, right? So that's what that quote means. This other one, it says, I want my outside to look as good as I feel on the inside. I want my outside to look as good as I feel on the inside. That inside means like how you feel on a soul level. You know, when you feel like you're at peace and there's nothing in this world that can really trump that moment that you're having at that time, and you're like, you really want it forever. Have you ever felt that peace? That peace that surpasses all understanding. Have you ever felt it? And you don't have to answer that question, but if you know, then you know what I'm talking about. And you just want your outside countenance to feel as good as how you feel in your soul. So that's what that quote meant. Let's go ahead. Oh, this one is cute. Everyone else knew that you loved me except for me. Everyone else knew that you loved me except for me. It's kind of like, I would say like the elephant in the room, right? Well, the obvious is right there, but you don't feel the same obvious. Think about it. Like, thank you guys for the popular votes. Let's think about it, guys. It's kind of like when you can't hide because everybody already knows the truth. Wait, no. No. I'll just put it out there. It's like the whole entire world knew that you loved me, but I didn't feel that love. You understand what I'm saying? The entire world knew that you loved me, but I didn't feel the love that that everyone else knew. And I could actually, uh, I can actually relate to that on a couple of occasions. One occasion was when I was younger, when I was a kid. Like, I don't want to go that deep, but I'll just put it this way. I was making a couple of phone calls, and when those people answered the call, they kept on saying like, "Oh man, like you were highly spoken of." But I was like, I never felt that. I wish I felt what they represented to you. It's one thing to show up and speak so highly. Like I'll tell you this, guys. If you truly love people, if you truly love someone, and it, again, this has nothing to do with relationships at this point. If you truly love someone and you speak about how much you love this person to everyone else, make sure they know that too. Because I guarantee you, half the times, the amount of times that you say you love someone, the amount of times that you may tell the entire world, and the amount of affection that you tell and show other people, that person does not know or understand the depth of the love that you have for them. Kind of like parents. I don't know if sometimes parents, after a while they say they love their kids enough, they think they don't have to say it anymore. Just keep saying it anyway. Because at any moment in time, it's going to sound fresh and brand new to that child. You love me? For real? I didn't know that. You be like, but I've been telling you I loved you. I love you since the beginning of your breath. I've been telling you I love you. Hey, Antoinette, thank you for my heart, me. Since the beginning of time, since the beginning of your time, I've been telling you I love you. I've been adorning you with kisses. I've been adorning you with gifts. I've been adorning you with a roof over your head. But still, just hearing it come directly from the horse's mouth makes all of the difference. So regardless of how much you think that somebody knows how much you love them, just say it anyway. Because I guarantee you, we forget. A lot of time may go by and we forget. A lot of situations come in between that I love you and we forget. So it's important that not only does the world know and understand how you truly feel, the person does too. So that quote could go for all of us. And it's a beautiful reminder of how important the words and the actions that go behind our words, how they bounce off of the people that are needing to hear them. My personality splits when you harm me. My personality splits when you harm me. That is another personal one, You know how some people be like, oh, you have a split personality or whatever like that. Not to say that somebody's saying that to me. I was just using plain on words. But like, I can think of the times when people may think that I'm mean. It's not often. Well, at least not vocally spoken to me. But like, if anyone were to tell me that they think that I'm a mean person, I can only say, well, what did you do in order for that to come out of me? So that's where that cleverness came out of. My personality splits when you harm me. We all have an action, and there's always going to be a reaction. If you're not ready for a certain type of reaction, then make your actions align with what you want to receive. If you cannot align or understand what alignment means, then stop talking. Start listening and start growing, and start allowing God, your maker, creator, or whoever you believe in, to start flowing through you so that you can understand what alignment truly means, and absolutely make it show up and be evident in everything that you do and say. So that we can understand the part that we played in when someone else's personality splits because of the harm that they have committed. And of course, we're all going to fall short from time to time of hurting each other. That is normal. That is human behavior. But we cannot hold somebody accountable for their reactions to the actions that we caused. Right? All right. Right. Hey, Journey, thanks for the follow. Again, y'all, if you want to grab this book, it is on sale on the website. Go to my website, btdllc.com. Once you get on the site, it's right at the top left. You click on that, pre-order. The book ends up being $8. And then you can surf the rest of the site and order something else. Hey, Jackie. Let's go ahead and flip through again. I don't want to get to that middle part of the book. All right, here we go. I did anyway. I'll read it. It's the kind of love that makes you do responsible things. It's the kind of love that makes you do responsible things. Y'all, this can definitely go on all types of levels. When you have children, it's the kind of love that makes you want to be a better person, to be, a good steward of what you've been given. It's the kind of love when you fall in love with someone that makes you want to be responsible. Because not only are you going to be responsible for your emotions, but you're also going to be responsible for someone else's emotions. That's what love does. And the same thing with the child. We become responsible for each other's emotions. Not to say that that is the reason why someone could get away with just doing anything, but it's to say, hold yourself more accountable for how we treat each other and how important it is to treat each other with kindness, love, and genuine care. That's the kind of love it is. Thank you, Jamie. Ooh, how are you doing? I'm doing good, Jarvie. How about you? It's a beautiful Sunday morning over here. Let's read the other quote. Ooh, it's the kind of love that will meet you where you are. Hey, Isaac, thank you for my heartbeat. It's the kind of love that will meet you where you are. How many of us are willing to meet each other where we are and love unconditionally? That means at any level. When somebody's broken, are you willing to meet them there? When somebody is happy, are you willing to meet them there? When someone is sad, are you willing to meet them there? When somebody loses it all, are you willing to meet them there? That's the kind of love that I believe all of us have in our hearts and are willing to share with each other at any moment of time, because I doubt whether we all want to see each other hurting. But let's show it more. Thank you guys for the likes. Let's go through 2 more and then we're done. Oh, this is good. Finally came to a place in life where I don't want to trade places. Let that sink in. Finally came to a place in life where I don't want to trade places. See, I emphasize that because there's some capital words. Let that sink in. Hey, Renee. Hey, it's all good with Mark and oh my goodness. Is that the same Melanie before? Is that the same Melanie from before? Thank you, loving me, Tracy. So think about it, guys. Are you confident enough in your own skin where you no longer look at other people and say, I wish that I... Are you proud with who you are becoming so you don't feel like you wish that I... When will we all come into that place of peace and okayness within ourselves that you're happy with who you are? You're happy with the progress that you're making or made. You're happy with just being your imperfect self and not wanting to be anyone else, or feeling the desire that, you know what, I think my life could be better if... You are beautiful right where you are. And my desire is that we all come into a place where we feel ourselves so much, where we like, I don't care about nothing else that nobody else got going on. I'm happy. I'm thankful. There's areas that I can always adjust, but for the most part, I'm beautiful and WHOLE for the moment. Let that sink in. When you absolutely say to God, your maker, creator, whoever you believe in, I agree with you. I am fearfully and beautifully and wonderfully made from your eyes. And I'm so beautiful that whatever purpose that you have for me, I am now willing to let you let flow through me. That is what that means. When you finally come to the place where you don't want to trade places with anyone, you are finally saying, God, I approve what you approved from the beginning of the time that I was conceived. Do you know how proud God will be, and your maker, creator, whoever you believe in, is going to be when you finally say, I agree with you? I agree with everything that every step that I've taken thus far on my own. I agree for at least one moment that I am. That I am. And that I am enough. No matter how imperfect we are, I wouldn't want to do life outside of the life that I'm living. That is what that quote means. Have the confidence and the boldness to know that you are enough. And the confidence and the boldness to know that you agree. I like that quote. I'm going to read it one last time. Finally came to a place in life where I don't want to trade places. Please let that sink in, y'all. And if you want it to sink in real deep, go ahead and order it, btdllc.com. Joy, your message is very inspiring, uplifting. Thanks for the empowerment. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying. Thank you, loving me, Tracy. Here's another quote. And this is the last quote, and then I'll let y'all go. Because we've been on for 32 minutes. Okay, that's good. I don't like to keep it too long. Stop avoiding easy situations. Communicate. Let that sink in. See, like I have a Let That Sink In series, and I have it's a kind of love series in this book, if you haven't noticed. Well, you didn't, because I just told you. Let that sink in. Hey, Big Rooster! What up? Phone giving me terrible service, grabbing tablet. All right, Disaster. What up, Disaster? Stop avoiding easy situations. Hashtag communicate. Let me tell you what that truly means. A lot of the situations, arguments, and things that turn into tsunamis with interpersonal relationships and other people, it could have been easy because, or it actually was easy, but we decided not to communicate our feelings and how we felt to whomever was the issue that caused or arise something inside of you. Why? Because we like to avoid. We've been taught how to avoid things, right? And instead of hitting things head on, we avoid by going around in circles and attacking different ways, i.e. talking about that person or people behind their backs, i.e. doing things to sabotage, whether you realize it or not, i.e. just allowing it to build up in our spirits and in our souls, so that to the point where we just get mad and black out, i.e. to the point where we don't want to recognize that it's a maturity level in all of us that has to be reached so that we can communicate a little better with each other and not figure or feel like we're hurting somebody's feelings or hurting our own, because we're exposing our vulnerable side by saying expressingly how we truly feel. It's good. I can't complain. I was just going over my book that is available for sale on btdifferencellc.com. This is my 6th book. I kind of wanted to do a little story time on how it evolved, and then also just give y'all a little prequel or a little sequel about what's inside of it. I don't only want to sell all of my books to people at pop-ups. I want you guys online to have the same type of experience of when I'm actually in front of people, because the way I talk to you guys is literally the way I talk to others. And I mean, most of you who catch my lives when I'm at pop-ups have seen it for yourself. Sometimes I, like, you know, if the conversation gets deep enough, I forget that the camera's even on. Or even when I dance, you know what I'm saying? I'll be thinking like, oh, I'm live. But it's high time that we allow ourselves to mature and not be so fearful. Thank you for my heartbeat. So fearful of actually exposing the vulnerable sides of ourselves and telling people how we truly feel. Especially, one, if they've hurt our feelings, or two, if we know we love them. Because you have no idea, by you expressing how you love someone could save their life. And it doesn't have to be on no romantic level. Thank you, Disaster. I feel like we forget that sometimes. Saying that you love somebody doesn't always have to be like, oh, I feel you romantically. No, it's the human way of expressing something so powerful and so magical and so healing. Can we normalize telling each other that we love each other without thinking that is weird? Like, for real, y'all. Remember a little while ago when I told you it feels weird when somebody actually says that they love me, because I don't truly believe them? Because we've thrown the word around so often, and then after we've thrown it around so often, we've associated it, the actions behind it, with such bad treatment that we automatically assume when somebody says they love you, it could mean it's bad. But that's not the case. When we truly love, like love, really love, it should make you feel good on the inside. It should make you feel like whatever was hurting at that time, or even if something wasn't hurting or you were happy, it made you feel good. It's supposed to lift your spirits. Love is supposed to lift your spirits. So I say that to say, show love by learning how to communicate your feelings if somebody hurts you or if somebody makes you happy. Now, I'm not saying throw the word around, but if you allow yourself and your intuition to guide your vernacular, and I mean, when I say your intuition, I'm talking about your intuition that has been refined by God, your maker, creator, or whoever you believe in. Because a lot of our intuitions have been so jaded by life as it has been, that we don't know any better. But once that's been refined by God, and you actually start using the vernacular the way that He intends us to use it, through the purpose that He intends us to have, that thing gonna hit different. Right? So when somebody actually says, I love what you did, I love how your hair looks, I love how you did your job, I love you, you feel it different. And then also too, y'all, people will receive things a lot different when we all learn how to communicate differently. That's the other thing too. So there's the other side of it, right? You may have that balanced out love, but the recipient may not. But may your words trigger something inside of that recipient so that they can understand and start feeling what that true love is by your example. All because you decided to learn how to communicate and not afraid of being vulnerable for your feelings. Ooh, that was good, right? That's how deep these quotes be going. They're conversational pieces, y'all. So that is it. That is all. That is it. That is all. So I really appreciate you guys for joining me this beautiful day, this beautiful morning. My desire is that you have gotten to understanding a little bit more about how this book came about, how important it is, not only to me, but for all of those who are going to read these quotes, and what the meaning of it can be to them, and how it can change somebody's day and perspective. I can confidently say that because, again, you guys are not always there, but when people actually flip through these quotes in these books, the reactions that I see sometimes make me like, I just am like, I don't know what to say. And that's not me trying to puff myself up at all. It's just me knowing confidently that because I'm following my purpose, God, my maker creator, and whatever experiences are flowing through me in the right way, in the right context, that is timeless. Because some of the books that people have purchased from me were written back in 2020, and how relevant it is to them in 2025. What was said back then was relevant for somebody today. So I know how powerful this can be, how these can be, and how it can help somebody change their life and perspective. And even me sometimes get surprised when I actually read my books. So it's a whole full circle. So if I'm continuing to do my part to help this world become a little bit more WHOLE with my little imprint, then I'm going to do that. And I'm proud to do it. It makes me feel good that I can be that useful. So consider purchasing this for somebody that you think may need it, even for yourself, even for you to flip through and do what I do or did. Because you never know what message may be inside for you or someone else, just by little old words printed huge in a book. If that isn't enough of something that makes you want to follow and get closer to understanding what your purpose is, I hope that was. I hope it was. Because y'all, this live just inspired me to keep pushing me, for real, for real. It inspired me to be proud of myself. Right? How often do you look at yourself? Because I can literally look at myself right now. How often do you look at yourself and say, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of how far you've come. How many of us do that? Do you do that? Today's challenge for anybody that's in the live, watching the replay, in the bushes, whatever the case may be, I challenge you to please look at yourself in the mirror. I don't care if you're having a horrible day or not. Look at yourself in the mirror and start saying how proud you are of where you've come from, how far you've come, and how much further you're capable of going. Tell yourself you're beautiful until you start to believe it and you feel it. Tell yourself that you're not going to stop and you're going to keep pushing, regardless of how things look right now. Because right now is not going to be tomorrow. And know that, and tell yourself, with just a few minor adjustments, you can live the life that you want to lead and that you've been thinking that you could have and literally be. Tell yourself that. That's today's challenge. Look at yourself in the mirror and be like, yo, self, you beautiful. You is amazing. I believe in you. I want you to say that to yourself. I want you to finish where you started. I want you to start where you've never thought you could begin. I want you to see your soul. I want you to agree with what God, your maker, creator has. Thank you for my heart meat. I want you to believe what God, your creator, maker, whatever you believe in, has birthed you to believe in, which is that you are necessary and needed in this world, and that you are beautiful beyond measure. Beyond the physical, you are beautiful. And the fact that you've been given the breaths that you've been given year after year, week after week, minute after minute, month after month, hour after hour, how important you truly are. And start to walk in that authority and use your authority to do more good than bad in this community and your society, even in your immediate surroundings, i.e. yourself, the very reflection that you see. Inspire that reflection so that it can light up the world. I'm proud of me and how far I've come. I'm proud of me and how much more further I can go. I'm proud of the blessings that are waiting right for me as long as I make those little adjustments. And nothing can stop me as long as God got me. Oh, that rhymed, y'all. Nothing can stop me as long as God got me and my ancestors too. Is that serious? Please know that. Start looking at yourself and love even the nooks and crannies that you don't think should be nooks and crannies. All of the scars that you've endured throughout your life. Look at them and be proud of them because you made it. And your testimony is going to free so many people that you had no idea you could free, whether they tell you or not, which is not your responsibility to know. But just know that when you walk in your purpose, you will be helping the greater good. So look at yourself. Be proud of yourself. And keep moving. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I was feeling myself a little bit because I was like, yo, you talking life into yourself. Sometimes you got to do that. You have to know that you're just as important. You can speak as much life as to everyone else, but you need to speak life into yourself sometimes just to see and just know that there is some importance to yourself. Because if you can show yourself that kind of love, people gonna show that same reflection right back to you. Hey, BU, how you doing? That's my people right there. I would see like she's like one of my living ancestors, even though I don't know her from a can of paint, but like, you know, for real. Start paying homage to yourself. You're not that far off. You're not that far. Think about it this way, y'all, and then I'm gonna stop. We are not so broken where we can't become WHOLE, because we can do it. We can do it. Weeping endures for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Why don't we start living out some of these things that we hear often, these cliches that we hear often? Make them become truths. Because I am a living example of what could have broken me, but wouldn't. Because my belief and my faith in what I cannot see was much stronger than what was in front of me. Ooh, I just rhymed again. I kind of thought that one through as I was saying it. Anyway, y'all go ahead and grab this book. Go to btdllc.com. It's on sale. It's only $10. It's on sale. You get it. Like at checkout, it comes up to $8. So it's on sale. It's just $10. Again, we all spend about $100 a day, whether we believe it or not. We spend $100 a day. So why don't you give me 10 of that? I'm just saying. Anyway, y'all. Dang, 50 minutes. I always be like, I want to end it early, and then I end up being here so long. I don't intend for that to be, but it just happened that way. If you want to catch the replay and you didn't see it from the beginning, you can go to the YT Streets, follow on Be The Difference clothing channel. As you can see, I'm getting used to not playing music again. That's why I have 2 lives going. I'm able to do 2 lives. So please go ahead and follow on YouTube, follow on TikTok, Follow on every platform. If you don't know which platform, type in Be the Difference Clothing and all of them should pop up. Please follow because there's different content on each, or at least we try our best to post different content on each. And know that my desire is never to hurt or harm. It's just to trigger some things inside of us to be the best version of ourselves. Sometimes we just need that little, like, come on, y'all, let's go. You know, that's what sometimes we need. And that's what I want to do. So please don't ever accept anything that I say to hurt or harm. Because if you do, then that means there's something inside of you that needs a little bit of adjustment. So, my name is Joy. If you need any custom printing, go ahead to btdillc.com, embroidery. Or if you want to support the brand and just shop, btdillc.com. Again, this month is going to be amazing for all of us. I'm speaking that over all of our lives. And I'm going to do this too. Before I go, I feel led and compelled to just wish nothing but blessings on all of us. So this month, starting today, may your life be the reflection of what God sees, your maker, creator, whatever you believe in. May your health be increased. May your love be felt, and may you feel it. May your gifts and talents become evident to you if you never realized them. May your purpose become very true. May the veils be lifted off of all of our hearts and minds, spirits and souls, so that we can see clearly what life is truly meant to be. May we connect more with nature. May we respect nature. May we grow with nature. May we adjust our eating habits. May we have a better quality of life because of the adjustments that we make. May all of your fears turn into triumphs. May all of your tears turn into fullness of abundance. May your hurts not become harm, but become something that makes you feel compelled to never want to see another soul feel the hurt and harm that you felt. I guess that's turn your pain into pleasure type of thing. But overall, may you feel loved and know that you can love no matter what stage of life you're in. Someone needs you. Your purpose is necessary. Your face is necessary. Your smile is necessary. Your presence is necessary. So please, don't stop getting better. Grieve a little less so that you can be more present. Never quit, never stop, please. So until we see each other again, have a great day, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support, the shares, the likes, whatever you did to make this live easier for me. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you soon. Bye. It wasn't no real hello world. It was just